Okay, thank you for your patience. We are going live now. And I just want to make sure that I ping the video, and we are live, and I'm going to no. Hello everyone, this is David, and I'm here with Claudia Cano, and we are, as you can see, at Lugar, and we are here today to answer all the questions you have. Yes, there's lots of wind because this is the breeze. This is the breeze that will naturally cool down your houses. We selected a spot that is actually exposed as the future Casitas. And we don't need air condition. It's really hot here, but with this breeze that you can sense, and if it's too loud and you don't hear us, please let us know and we will change it. So welcome to these conversations about Eluga. If you guys have questions, just unmute yourself and ask them. And if you are watching this live, just pop them in. We have someone here in the back end who will whisper your questions to us. And for those of you who sent in the questions, well, we will start with those. So we are here at Eluga, and for those of you who don't know what Eluga is, it's actually a resort that we are building, and the wind is getting stronger.
It feels so nice.
Question number one: when will Lugar open? We are in the middle of construction. Look. You see, there's construction going on, and we will open in April 2022. So that's in 13 months from now. Next question. How many years ago did this project begin? Well, this question I have to hand over to Claudia, because when it really began, I wasn't involved.
Oh my God, maybe like 10.
Well, let me refine the question. When was that moment when the idea of having a resort in Costa Rica came up for the very first time?
That's your question.
How did it start? When did it start? I want to know it all.
It started like 10 years ago or a little more. And we were coming to Costa Rica for a while. Having amazing events here. And we started to grow. And there's not that many places here that could have the capacity to a conference room and to allow us to be the only ones in the place. So it started being a bit tricky to find a place. So it was like, oh, why not having our own place where we could grow our own place where we could grow as much as we want, and also we could have our beautiful horses here. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Yes, we can. It's just the wind comes
okay.
out, but we can hear you.
Yes.
So after having this idea of why don't we find our own place, what was the next step?
Well, the next step was Gary saying, go, Claudia. Have fun with it. So we looked to a lot of properties, and this place just called me. And it called us. It was just representing Access and Lugar. And it just called us.
What year was that, more or less?
It was in the document I sent.
I think it was in 2012. Yeah,
maybe.
So in 2012, the idea popped up, and 2020 we started construction. In 2022. As you can see, it's not okay, this is the idea and tomorrow it has to be there. It grew over time for a while, and the people involved truly allowed it to fold itself together. I think that's how you can describe it. Next question: why Costa Rica? Well, that's a good question.
Can't hear you anymore. Too much wind.
Costa Rica. When you come to Costa Rica, do we have a cable iPhone? A cable? It's fine. Okay. So when you come to Costa Rica, you sense that the people who live here, that even the government, there is a different way they treat nature. And you get a sense of it when you're here. The land hasn't been as abused as in other countries. Everyone who lives here has this kind of communion with nature already. Costa Rica has no military, for example. Costa Rica is very engaged with producing their energy with natural resources. They are world leaders in alternative technology, how they produce electricity. They do care about the land. And a very fun fact about Costa Rica, there is this happiness world index. And according to this index, Costa Ricans are the happiest population on planet Earth. I did a little research on that. It's probably not the happiness index. People who live in Costa Rica are grateful for who they are and what they have. Doesn't mean that they don't reach out for more, but they honor everything they have. And when you come to Costa Rica, you sense that they honor the land to a degree that's unfortunately very rare on planet Earth. And I think, and I will ask Gary Douglas, I think when he came to Costa Rica, the very first access class in Costa Rica was in 2000. It was August 2000. That's more than 20 years ago. And I think it was that the way the country, the government, the people treat the land, it's just way more honoring than in any other country.
They're proud of the land, like the richness of the land here, and they really honor all the life around them. They're really taking care of them. I think that's the thing they most value. It's very different.
Yeah, they are. And you get it when you arrive, so don't worry. Just come here and perceive it. We have another question here. Is Eluga close to where access is already in place in Costa Rica? Well, the place where access does classes is about an hour from here. That's in La Fortuna. That's about an hour driving from here. We are closer to San Jose. So when you will be traveling to Eluga from the airport, it's about 2 hours to Eluga. And oh, thank you. I'm looking good as a cowboy. You should see my machete. Machete. And there's another question. What procedure is needed in order to spend? Well, until we are, as soon as we are open, you just book online and come. Until we are open, we will start organizing guided tours through the construction site. We will come up with more details in March. If you happen to be in Costa Rica, well, just let us know so we can tell the people at our main gate that you are a visitor. At the moment, all our attention goes into construction, so we won't have time for private guided tours. But you can come and explore it. We just need to know that you're coming. You need to be well aware that this is a construction site. you need to sign a release. And if you fall into one of those big trenches that they are digging, it's your own fault. You have to be aware when you stroll around on a construction site. But if you happen to be in Costa Rica, let us know. Give us your name and your arrival time and come and stroll around. There will be people, if you speak Spanish, you can ask people and you can communicate. But for now, we are putting all our energy and effort into construction. So we are really busy here. Not busy like, oh my God, so much work. It's this kind of busy, oh my God, so much creation. So when we wake up here very early and ask the question, Eluga, where is our attention required today? It goes boof. Everywhere. But it's kind of cool. I like it. So there's another question. No, that's just good. Thank you so much for so another question that I received is it possible to facilitate classes at Eluga? The answer is yes, of course. We open in April 2022. Online booking will be available like 3-4 months before, so probably in December. And there will be a section where you can rent the whole venue. We will have smaller meeting rooms. We have an event center. So if you want to come and facilitate a class, of course, it will be possible. We will have a price list. We will work it all out. We already have the Eluga membership. So those who are members, of course, they will get all that information up front. And as soon as then everything is approved and ready to go, and as soon as we have more clarity on the schedule, we will let you know. This is one thing I want to share with all of you. We don't have a deadline, okay? We don't say Eluga opens in March 2022, and then we fight the schedule through. Please remember, we are building Eluga in communion with nature. And this also means when there is heavy rain over 3 or 4 days, we listen to what nature tells us. Okay, probably the land needs some space to recover. We are building Eluga in the kindest way possible. You know, all the houses are built on pylons. We don't scratch off all this nurturing soil from the top. It's beautifully, when you see it, it's like little acupuncture instead of a full operation. And still we have a sewer system. Still we need electricity lines being digged into the ground. So it is an impact. Okay, so we have to actually dig in these trenches. And we look at if the land requires time and space and it rains over days and weeks, we stop construction. It's unkind to the people who work here. It's unkind to the land. It's just a mess. I mean, when you're here, nature can be so intense, and it doesn't rain like it rains in Europe, okay, like this, oh, a little rain. No, it's kind of this waterfall of pouring and pouring, and there you suddenly see rivers where there was nothing before. It's intense. Nature is intense,
and there's mud everywhere, and you get stuck in it.
And there are so many technical possibilities how to fight against that and push your timeline through. We don't do this. Okay, this is part of our philosophy here. We don't push it through. We follow nature. We follow the energy. We're not being unkind to nature, and we're not being unkind to our workers. So when we open, well, that's the idea. And yes, we will follow where nature guides us through. So don't count on a fixed date, please. Count on, wow, we'll follow nature. There's a question from Andy. Lady Andrea, you have to change your name. You're Lady Andrea now. I've bought a deluxe ticket for 3 nights and plan on buying another 2 or 3. Curious if that includes food. is there a limit on how many nights you can stay? Let me stop here. So first of all, that ticket is for 3 nights and it includes breakfast. We are using the standard hotel operation. 1 night includes breakfast, lunch, dinner. We do not do all inclusive, but we have a restaurant and then you can go into the and have lunch and dinner at the restaurant.
Or snack at the
Or a,
bar.
yeah, or a snack at the bar, or you could just have drinks for dinner at the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Yes, and if you're on top of that a member of the Eluga club, you get 10% off of your entire bar and restaurant bill. Just a little side note. And no, there is no limit on how many nights you can buy. 1 ticket gives you access to 3 nights. What we will need to sort out is if you come and stay, you need to use 1 ticket. So you cannot say, okay, I have 1 ticket. We don't split the nights in the ticket. So 1 ticket, 3 nights. If you leave earlier, well, thank you. We do not want to exaggerate the back-end administrative task, so we don't want that admin eats profit. So we have to keep it simple. 1 ticket, 3 nights, come enjoy. If you have 2 tickets, 6 nights. If you have 3, 9. And you can buy as many as you want, and you can also transfer these tickets and give them to friends and family, or whatever. And yes, once the property is open, can we reserve a room and come visit? Well, once our booking system is online, that will be about 4 months before we open. And there will be a section where all the ticket holders can kind of click, I have a ticket, and the system will sort it out. We are just now starting to develop this backend program, so it will be ease, joy, and glory for you. And just that you know, we are not buying one of those worldwide mainstream hotel programs where everything is perfect already. We have our IT guy, Sergio, and his company. He just added a second guy for our customer service. For the hotel programming, we're hiring 2 more local Costa Rican youngsters. Yeah, they're like 22 or 23 years old. Super crazy all over the place, and so grateful to be part of that project. They have ideas and ideas and ideas. Yes, and they don't have years of experience. So there will be bugs in that system, okay? We will have a customer service. And yes, it won't be perfect, but it will create this contribution to Costa Rica. We want our money to go into the country where we do business. So why would we buy the mainstream Starwood hotel computer program and pay it to a US company? No, we want the locals to actually receive from us as well, money-wise. So we're investing all of this, we're training them, and yes, there will be bugs in that system, and they will be resolved. Okay, so I'm asking for your patience. Contributions, and also your willingness to train these youngsters here. It's your feedback. There is. You can complain and you can be angry that it doesn't work, or you can go, wow, let them know that there's something not working and be a contribution to them. That's how I see it.
And it's also amazing to have someone real flesh person behind the customer service. Someone you could really talk to. It's not like push number 6. It's someone and it's local. So he knows about everything in Costa Rica too. So
yes, and they are superhuman, the youngsters. They're all over the place with all their ideas, and yeah, we'll train them. Hey, nobody was born perfect. And all of you can be a contribution to that. I mean, we did an amazing job with the loan bonds. I mean, they created it from scratch, okay? And you know, some of the loan bonds didn't show up immediately. There were some bugs at the back end, and we upgraded the system. We merged the server and changed, I don't know, all this technical stuff at the back end. Wow. And we keep going, and we are there for you. So if there's anything you don't like, if there's anything where you go, please reach out to us. This is how you can contribute to us, because what we get from you as end customer, we can give that information to the Costa Rican youngsters, and then they can included. And this is a way how they will be able to step up. And then they will get their own clients and international clients. So that's how we see Eluga as a contribution also to the community we will live and operate our business in. Will there be additional adventures on Eluga for guests? No, we lock you in and you have to receive. Done. Okay, Claudia, that's your department. What will people be able to explore?
We're going to have so many adventures and we're adding every day. But the ones that we already have in place are going to be bird watching excursions, river excursions, horseback riding, different trails. And also we are considering like having an exploring at night, maybe staying out in the forest for a night. So there will be tons of adventures and we could include more as we go by.
Mentioning horses, it won't be this, oh, rent a horse and go for a 20-minute ride. So we will have a horse facility on Lot 2. So we will also offer horse owners to bring their horse, or people who would like to own a horse to buy a horse. And then we do the horse boarding on Lot 2. We take care of the horse, and every time you come, you can take your horse on a ride. And for those people who come for a week, they can actually have their horse and take it out every day. So it's not this kind of, just take one of those rental horses and come back after 20 minutes.
Have the rental horses.
The idea is to, Gary Douglas, the mastermind behind this project, once said everything he learned about people and business, he learned from a horse. Being with horses, engaging with them, and getting the contribution into you and your life. I mean, a horse is a mirror of your state of being. You are angry, the horse is angry. You are concerned, you are afraid, the horse is afraid. It's incredible. I had this experience on my own. And the idea is to allow people to experience that, to be with their horse while they are here. So it's not just horseback riding. It's probably a high-end management training on the back of a horse.
I like that title.
So that's all of that will be different.
It has an honoring and a respect for nature, for everything. So the horses are treated kindly and with a lot of respect. It's not like, oh, you're just like this horse that is there and will take you and and we're gonna take care of them as the big part of family. They're gonna be part of it. So it's not gonna be the regular horseback riding and the horse.
The wind is strong, we cannot hear anything. Wind is strong, we cannot hear. The wind is too strong, we cannot hear anything.
Okay.
Repeat it. Thank you.
You must repeat it.
It just stopped. Okay. Thank you for that. Well, yeah, just horses. It will be an amazing experience here.
It's gonna be different.
Very different. And also those trails, you will be able to spend the night out there.
Wow.
Eluga is surrounded by this beautiful national park, and we also own Lot 2, the land across the river, and that leads into the national park, and we can explore the whole national park. So we are planning guided tours where you take your hammock or your tent and then spend the night out there in the wild rainforest of Costa Rica, where you have to cook your own food and make your own fire. So yeah,
bring your machete with you.
Yeah, get ready. Okay, so let me just scroll through the next questions. there's another question. Are there still investments available? Well, we are running out of investments. We have 18 houses left. As you probably know, you can buy one of those timeshares where you get to spend 1 month, 4 weeks every year for free at Eluga. And the rest of the year, oh, the wind is getting stronger.
Oh, we're flying away.
Okay, so it's like these on-site reports from Fox News. We fight against it. So while the wind is so strong, why don't you take another look here?
Yes.
Okay, so the wind is gone. So we have 18 of these investment possibilities left, and you get your timeshare. And as long as you have your timeshare, you get to stay 4 weeks for free every year and can come here and hang out. And the rest of the year, your casita will be part of the normal hotel operation, and then you will get a part of the profit. So it's a profit sharing where you get a yearly dividend paid out, and you get to stay here for 4 weeks every year. If you want to know more about these kind of investments, send us an email to info@l-lugar.com or check out our website. Or just join our Telegram thread where we actually update you on a daily basis on what is new, what is happening, progress on construction, and all the things around beautiful El Lugar. So, what is the layout of the casitas? We have it there bungalow style, so it's one building. There is no second floor on it, and in each building you have 2 double rooms, and the double rooms are actually not connected. We have not one wall in between. We are building 2 walls with a space in between so that there is no sound. This is the standard room. You can have a casita, which will be the luxury suite, which is a 2-bedroom house. You have 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. In the middle, you have a beautiful living room and a terrace. And then we have these amazing wooden houses. It's basically a double room in its own building. This is the room where you don't have neighbors. And if you want to check out the master plan, we have an interactive master plan on our website, eluga.com. You log in with a special login. We can send it out with the recording, and then you get to explore the resort. You see where the houses are. You can click on each dot, and then the picture of the house pops up.
Oh, yes. Oh.
I totally recommend go play in the website because there's so many things there, and also we have the membership program there, and it's really awesome.
So the wind is getting really strong. Can you still hear me? Wait a minute. I think Eluga wants to go out to the world. Let me show you around while it's still so windy.
That's okay.
The wind is gone. This is nature telling us, hey, show me around, you selfish people there. It's not about you only. Yeah, so the membership program, we created that membership program. We have it's a work in progress. We came up with it last year. We had this loan bond investment possibility that had to go through a membership program because we couldn't do any public placement. And then it turned out that this membership is something that wants to grow. So we are coming up with more
Fun
features,
things.
fun thing, benefits. At the moment, we have gold membership, which gives you a 10% discount when you come and drink and eat at Eluga. And then for all our investors, for those who actually bought a casita here or a double room, they have other benefits. They are the platinum members. They get 25% discount on everything because those were our first hour supporters. This project started when Gary Douglas asked me, hey, can you help me with this? I said, where are we with Eluga? What is it? I sat with him. It was here in Costa Rica, and on a napkin, he explained what it was and what he would like me to turn it into. System-wise, get the legal part together, get it all up and running, the designs. So it all started with a 15-minute conversation and a drawing on a napkin. And from there, we took it. And this was the moment that 2 months later, we had the first 15 investors having paid in their timeshare in full. There was nothing in place. Not a building permit, not even a plan.
Nothing.
They just followed their knowing. So we came up with this, okay, let's honor those.
That support us.
Let's honor those crazy people for going, okay, let's do that.
That support the dream.
So this is how this platinum membership, that's only, you cannot buy it, okay? Once you become an investor and buy of these shares, you will get it for free attached to that. But just to give you an idea, we don't do these levels of membership to create separation. It organically grew. And those first 15 people who saw that napkin and went, okay, let's go for it. It was designed to honor them. And from there, we developed it into what it is today. So the platinum membership with the 25% discount on bar and restaurant bill and on the activities. So it's those benefits that will want you to visit even more. And we're creating probably a standard membership as well. Yeah, it's a work in progress. And also, if there's something that you demand, let us know. It's a co-creation. It's a creationship with everyone who desires to contribute. The more feedback we get, the more we know, and the more we can be in question and see, well, does that work? Yes, no. That's how we create Eluga, being in question. So what else would you like to know? We will send the interactive website on the follow-up. And we also have, we also have this book club. You do know that Gary Douglas wrote a book, The Place, and a lot of what Eluga is today actually is what he wrote about. So we did a book club where...
And well, actually, Lugar means the place.
Yes, Eluga means the place. It's Spanish. We did a book club where a lot of different people read chapters. And now that part is finished, and Gary Douglas offered to be available for questions only about the book. And that will be on the 28th. That's in a few days from, in 4 days from now. Everybody who was part of that book club, and you can still buy it and listen to it, please read this book. It's just an amazing source of tools and ways to be and awarenesses. And there are so many things where people go, oh, is this that? Is this tool? What does this mean? So for the first time, Gary will answer all these questions. It's his one-off possibility to go, okay, Gary, when you wrote this chapter, what did you mean? What was the intention? What's that? He will answer it. So it is very much related to Eluga, and we will be here in Eluga during that session. So if that is something you want to join, or if you just want to buy the book and read it, you will way better understand what Eluga is and will be and what it will create in the future. Eluga is many, many, many years ahead of time. And it is really a model how mankind will engage with nature in the future. So if you want to be part of that futurists who honor the land and make money, it's not an either or. It's all of this, the combination. That's what Eluga is, and that's what we would like to invite you to.
And invite the world to.
Yes, different possibilities in action, Eluga. So, is there anything else you guys want to know? The wind is getting stronger. Maybe Lugar tells us, shut up!
Shut up!
You're giving away too much. They can't hear anymore. And it's really getting strong.
Yes, it is.
I have to hold my hat, my cowboy hat.
Maybe he's blowing the whispers of Eluga to their ears.
What? Thank you, guys. Keep in touch. We'll let you know as soon as things change and develop. Thank you for being with us. And yeah, stay tuned, stay connected. And the wind is getting even stronger.
The computer's going to blow away.
Okay. Bye. Bye-bye.